Hello friends, hope you all are doing great in your life. In this video, let us see what are the causes of cancer. Okay, so let us understand what are carcinogens. Carcinogens are any substances which causes damage to the cell DNA, finally which causes the cancer. So these carcinogens are the cancer causing substances in simple terms. So what are the carcinogens? How are they classified? So the International Agency for Research on Cancer, which is a division of the World Health Organization, they are categorizing the carcinogens into four major groups, which is group 1, group 2A, group 2B and group 3. So group 1 agents are carcinogenic to humans, which means they are 100% sure that these agents in the group 1 category cause cancer. So these are almost 135 agents. Group 2A are those 95 agents which are identified as probably carcinogenic to humans, and group 2B are possibly carcinogenic to humans, and these are 323 agents which they have identified. In group 3, they are not able to classify either it is as like carcinogenic to humans or non-carcinogenic to humans, which means like they are not able to say with 100% surety that these agent doesn't cause cancer. These are almost like around 500 agents. So now, whenever we are talking about cancer, most of the people used to say like cancer is a genetic disease, it usually spreads through gene, but it's not true. Only 5 to 10% of the cancers are inherited or because of the hereditary causes. So in these 5 to 10% cases, the people are just born with the faulty gene right from the birth, and it continuously runs in the families. It is usually common in the young age because uh, these people inherently have a damaged DNA, so it might become cancer at any point of time. But in sporadic cases, what happens is like there should be DNA damage which has to happen over the period of time, and it has to accumulate because usually our body has natural protective systems which prevents these cancers from occurring. So these cells have really escaped that preventive mechanism and they have gradually accumulated over time. Hence, they don't usually occur at a very young age. And these inherited cancer, they are because of the germline mutations, which means like right from the birth, right from we are in the womb of the mother, right from the embryo process, like all these cells have the defective gene. Hence, it occurs. Sporadic cases, these are roughly about 90 to 95%. They happen by chance because of the factors that are encountered during the entire person's lifetime due to exposure to one of the probable or possible or carcinogenic substances. Okay, it occurs because of the somatic mutation, which means like any damage to the DNA in the body cells, not because of the um, embryo, it's a damage to the genetic cells or the germline cells. Okay, so what are the common causes? So let us discuss about the common causes, which means like the common agents in the group 1 category, they are even 135. So it is not possible to enlist all the agents and explain in detail. Hence I have given the direct source. You can always go and check into that source to know about more things, but here we can discuss the major things which can be avoided and which is commonly known and which are known to cause the major chunk of the cancers. Okay, so the first one is the tobacco and the tobacco smoke, which means like smoking either in the form of cigarette or BDs, or even in the form of passive smoke like the second hand smoke. So we are not smoking, but the person in our family smokes inside our house, so we passively inhale that smoke and we have the fair chance of developing a cancer. And the second thing is the smokeless tobacco. So not only our family members, even while we are walking in the street, and if someone is smoking around us, then there is a fair chance of getting the cancer. That's why when I went to Singapore, there is a common in the public, there is a common area where that area is specifically designated for smoking. People can go there and smoke, and they cannot smoke wherever they want. But here in India, you are seeing people like smoking in the public. Anyone can smoke anywhere in the public, right from the metro. Yesterday my friend was saying a guy was smoking inside the ATM and he was just taking the cash, and what happened is this fire alarms in the ATM catch that smoke, and there was a fire alarm and police immediately came to that place. So such thing is the scenario which is existing in India. So there is no designated smoking areas, and in big places like shopping malls and all these places, there should be like smoking rooms, or it should be strictly prohibited. AIMS has recently brought a rule where smoking anywhere inside the campus is strictly prohibited and it is a punishable thing. So in this way, all these public institutions should make this mandatory, and all the public places there should people who are smoking should be definitely fined for such a things. Hence, we can prevent cancer in those places. mm, Cancer in our country. So, and apart from that, the smokeless tobacco, like using tobacco in the form of pan, gutka for chewing, they also cause a huge chunk of the oral cancer. So, apart from that, the alcoholic beverages and processed meat, the usage of processed meat is quite less in India, but in foreign countries it is so common, like sausage, hot dog, and especially they are responsible for the stomach and the colorectal cancer. So, and the fourth one is the UV radiation, which is the main source of the UV radiation is the sunlight, and they are responsible for the skin cancers, right? So, and the fifth one is the outdoor air pollution, which is responsible for the lung cancer. That's why in Delhi, we are living in Delhi, and it is one of the highly polluted cities, which is significantly increasing our risk of getting the cancers. Not only cancers, even asthma, COPD, and all the form of triggers are there is high risk. So, and apart from that, the sixth one is the asbestos, which is commonly used in the building material. For example, like some roofs are actually covered with asbestos sheets, so they are responsible for causing lung cancer. And various viruses and bacterial infections, like human papilloma virus, is known to cause the cervical cancer. Hepatitis B and hepatitis C virus are known to cause the liver cancer. Helicobacter pylori is known to cause the stomach cancer. This agent is known to cause gastric ulcers. Right. Apart from that, it is also known to cause the gastric stomach cancer. And industrial chemicals and occupational exposure, like agents like benzene, formaldehyde, chromium compounds, and wood dust. Wood dust mean like those people who are working with the furnitures, like which are like carpenters. They have, by inhaling those wood dust, they also have an increased risk of getting cancer. So, and apart from that, ionizing radiations. Whenever I say ionizing radiation, people start asking like, do I get cancer because of CT, MRI scan, PET scan? No, no, it's visible. None of the diagnostic procedures actually causes cancer, which I have already explained clearly in my multiple videos. So the next question that people commonly ask is like, I am smoking for the past this many years. I have smoked here and there, and I have drank alcoholic beverages. Do I have a chance of getting cancer? See, the simple answer is like those people who don't smoke and who don't drink also get cancer, and those people who smoke and drink for a fairly large period of time. For example, even my grandfather, he smoked and drank for a quite fairly a good amount of time, like maybe 30-40 years or even more, but he never developed cancer during his age. So it's not just about that, it's about the level of exposure, duration of the exposure, type of the exposure, and the other cumulative factors which you are doing. So everything together is the reason for you to get cancer. So in the next thing we can discuss about the probable carcinogenic agents, like which is the red meat, which is from the meat from the beef, pork, lamb, and goat. They are classified as group 2A agents, which are probable carcinogenic to humans. So we can avoid the cancer by moderate amount of consumption. The lack of physical activity is also known to cause cancer. Night duties and night shift work is also a probable carcinogenic agent to humans, because it disrupts the circadian rhythm, which is the sleep wake cycle in the humans. So now whatever the things that we have discussed so far, these are the external agents which are known to cancer, but known to cause cancer. But there are certain internal agents which are happening from within and which is known to cause cancer. These are the genetics or the hereditary, which we have already seen. Apart from that, because of aging, the chances of gene mutations, the chances of mistakes that happens in the DNA over the period of time, it gradually accumulates because of the multiple times of replication which is happening. The chances of errors is also high. The chances of these errors getting missed through the protective mechanisms of our body is also high. Hence, the risk of cancer increases with increasing age. So apart from that, chronic inflammation due to some disease process in our body also increases the risk of cancer. So I hope this video was useful for you. I am planning to make an entire cancer series, making awareness about the cancer, like right from what is cancer to what are the treatment option available in cancer, what can we do to prevent cancer, what causes cancer, and multiple other things. How can cancer be diagnosed? How can it be early diagnosed? And all these things. So whatever the doubts that you have related to cancer, you can leave them in comments so that I can inculcate them in the upcoming videos and make those videos much more better as suitable for you. So I hope this video was useful for you. I will see you in one another useful video like this. Until then, it's Dr. Aravind signing off. Om Shakti.